Good Wednesday morning. It is April 27th, 2022, and it's time for this new installment of 2 Minutes with Jeff. Just want to go over real quickly what's happening in the market. It's kind of the same old story, low inventory, driving up prices, but now we kind of have a little wild card coming into play with these interest rates rising at such a rapid rate. We're seeing them all the way up to 5.75%, almost 6%. And that's kind of a major player right now, what's going on in the market. And hopefully this is the Fed, well, not hopefully, this is obviously the Fed's answer to trying to slow down the appreciation in the housing market. I know it sounds kind of crazy that the Fed wants to slow down housing prices. Like, why would they do that? Well, it's unhealthy to have a cycle where everything just goes up in a straight line. Everything in real estate is usually a cycle. It's cyclical. So having everything just go up in a straight line forever is just not healthy. It's not a good idea. So the Fed has really been aggressively raising interest rates to try to slow that down. I guess over the next 2 years, I'm thinking that we'll maybe level off in housing prices. Instead of seeing 15% increases like we've seen the last 2 years, maybe we'll see 10, maybe sub 10 this year. And then next year, maybe a little flatter, maybe close to even, maybe nothing. And then at some point in time, and inevitably, it will go down. Prices will start to come down. But inversely with that, and like I said, we've talked about this before, the interest rates are going to be much higher. So is it a good time to buy now, or is it a good time to wait? That's kind of like the catch-22 you're in. Prices are at all-time highs right now, but interest rates are low, comparatively, historically speaking. But if values go down, interest rates are going to be even higher than what they are today. And if you watch one of my videos in the past, I'm not sure which one it is, but I actually did a little study about this, showing you interest rates now and what you could buy now. And if the market dropped, I think it was 20%, what the interest rates would be then, your payment is actually probably very close or a little bit less right now. People are waiting for a housing crash. I just don't see that. I don't see that happening. There's only been one time, it was in the Great Recession, that housing prices dropped over 10%. That's the only time it's happened in the history. So I don't foresee like this huge gloom and doom crash coming. I just don't see it. Using the data that we have available today and the numbers today, I mean, nobody can predict the future, but based on given all the scenarios and all the data that we have, I just don't think it's going to happen. I think the market's going to start to slow down. I think some buyers are going to get squeezed out of the market because the interest rates keep going up, and I think by the end of the year you'll be somewhere between 7 and 8%. I think we've been spoiled the last 5-6 years with interest rates and below 3% and in the threes. I mean, comparatively to the 1980s, where interest rates were 16, 17, 18%, that's just a huge, like, historically low numbers. So we've been kind of spoiled with this market the last couple of years. Even 7-8% is not horrible. When I bought my first house in 2006, it was 7-something%. So yeah, it's just that's kind of the state of the market. It's kind of like in this holding period right now, but the only thing that's kind of changing is the interest rates. Those are kind of creeping up. So hopefully that's going to taper everything off. And like I said, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, that we have a healthy real estate market cycle. We don't want just a straight line, and an upward, to the moon direction. It needs to be cyclical. I mean, there needs to be a healthy balance, with most things in life. But real estate's no different. So, expect to see higher interest rates, expect to see housing appreciation start to slow down. I'm not going to say it's going to decline this year. I don't believe that, but it's going to start to slow down. And then next year, who knows? I think a little bit more of the same. But, nobody can predict the future. I can't. again, we just have to go off the data that's available and use our best determination off of that. So that's all I got. It's kind of a little repetitive message. Competition's still pretty tough out there for buyers. Sellers, it's kind of hit or miss. If you got a nice house, I feel like the higher priced houses, the activity's starting to slow down, but the entry level houses, first time home buyer houses, those are just crazy still. So those are the majorities of the buyers out there, I want to say right now. And it's just nuts. So tough competition still. And yeah, that's all I got. So if you got any questions, comments, whatever, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put videos like this out periodically. And yeah, that's all I got for today. So enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll catch you on the next one.